Dear students, once again, in the first part I taught to you the topic government budget. And what I taught to you, what is called, what is the meaning of the government budget. After that I taught you what are the objective of government budget. Later on I taught to you components or structure of the government budget. Dear students, when you go through the structure or components of a government budget, you find out there are two components. One is called, already I taught you once again, what is called, summarize that one. Components of government budget. Components of government so these students will discuss about the components of government budget. In my previous class I taught to you there are two components, budget receipt and another is budget expenditure. Yes or no? Okay. When you go through that budget receipt, then you find your two components are there. One is called budget receipt, second is called budget expenditure. Now, what are the components of budget receipt? You find out two are there, revenue receipt and second is called capital receipt. Coming to budget expenditure, revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Already I taught to you all in my previous class. At present I will discuss about what are the component of a revenue receipt. This one, if you go through this one, we will discuss what is our main topic. Now, components of a revenue receipt. Revenue receipts. So two components are there. One is called tax revenue. Second is called non-tax revenue. So first question, what is the meaning of a tax revenue and what is the meaning of a non-tax revenue? What is a tax? Now a tax, first you know that what is a tax? What is the meaning of a tax? Now it is a compulsory payment made by household and organization to the government without hope of any direct return. Okay. Dear students, what I have written? Now, what is the meaning of a tax? It is a compulsory payment. Compulsory payment made by the household and organization to the government without hope of any direct return. Okay, once again, that is a compulsory payment made by the household and organization to the government without hope of any direct return. Direct return we are not getting, but indirect return we are getting. Okay, so when you go through the tax revenue, then next question arises. Sir, different types of taxes are there. Okay, before this one, first I discussed to you, I want to teach you what is the meaning of non-tax revenue. What is non-tax? Now, sources other than taxes. Once again, what is a non-tax receipt? Non-tax revenue or non-tax receipt? Now, non-tax receipt are those receipts which is collected other than taxes. Once again, Non-tax receipt are those receipts which is collected other than taxes. What are the examples? Now you can find out one is called fees, penalty, or you can find out SCT is there, a special assessment, a gate, donations, etc. there. First I'll teach to you all what are the parts of tax revenue. After that I'll discuss to you, I will teach you what is called what is fee, penalty, SC, special assessment, everything to you all. Okay? Once again, dear students, what is the meaning of a tax? Now it is a compulsory payment made by the household and organization to the government with the hope of any direct return. That means we are not getting direct return from the government, but we are getting indirect return from the government. After that, we discuss about different types of taxes. Might you know something in class 9th or 10th, but here I want to teach what of the syllabus are there in class 12, CBSE. So one by one discuss. So what are the first one is called? Okay. What the types of taxes? First is known as direct and indirect tax, or direct and indirect taxes. Okay. So, these students, if someone asks you what is the meaning of direct taxes and what is the meaning of indirect taxes, one by one we will discuss. What is the first one? Direct taxes. A direct tax is that tax which charge over one person, and that person is bound to pay the tax to the company. Once again, direct tax are those taxes which is levied over one person. That person will pay the tax to the government. And what are the other characteristics? And which is non-transferable. Once again, if we charge over Mr. X, so Mr. X will pay that tax to the government. Once again, if Mr. X is a person, if we charge over Mr. X, and Mr. X will pay the tax to the government. Okay? And second, which is a non-transferable or a non-acceptable. Once again, what is the meaning of a direct tax? Now, direct tax are those taxes which is charged over one person. That person or organization will pay the tax to the government, which is a non-acceptable or a non-transferable. Okay? Once again, direct tax are those tax which is levied over one person or organization which will pay the tax to the government, which is non-acceptable or non-transferable. For example, you are paying a VAT. What are the examples are there? Examples of direct tax is called income tax, corporation tax, etc. Okay? Second is called indirect taxes. What is indirect taxes? Now, indirect taxes are those taxes which is charged over one person. For example, person or organization, whoever may be, is made. Once again, what is the meaning of indirect tax? Indirect tax are those tax which is charged over one person or organization after some time it is distributed among others. Once again, indirect tax are those tax which charge over one person after some time it is distributed among others. That means, for example, what I am saying, a charge over Mr. X or Y, Z. After some time it is distributed among A, B, C and D. Are you getting what is the difference? Now here, charge over Mr. X will pay the tax to the government. Here what happened? Now indirect taxes are those taxes charged over one person. After some time, as a distributed among others, like A, B, C, D. Okay? Are you getting what the difference? Now direct taxes are those taxes which is what is called non-acceptable or non-transferable. But indirect taxes are those taxes which is acceptable. That means it charged over one person by organization after some time as a distributed among others. Okay? Next. progressive tax and regressive tax. First is called progressive tax. Next is progressive tax. What is progressive tax? Now progressive tax is that tax where income will increase, the tax rate also increase. Progressive tax is that tax when the tax rate will, the income will increase, the tax also increase. Once again, progressive tax is that tax where income will increase, the tax rate also increase. That means what I'm saying that now when income will increase, the tax rate also increase. Okay, let me see that real burden going to whom? The students. Once again, what is the meaning of progressive tax? Now when progressive tax is that tax when income will increase, the tax rate also increase, and the real burden is going to the rich people. Here burden is going to a rich people. Okay, next regressive. A regressive tax, those tax where the real burden is going to the poor people. Once again, a regressive tax is that tax where the real burden is going to the poor people. How it is possible? At present, I will explain for you. Here, the burden is going to the poor people. Just let's take the example and understand what I am saying. Let us example Mr. X having 1 month per month income is 1 lakh rupees. And the tax rate, what is the tax rate here? The tax rate is 10%. Then how much is paying? 110. Okay, that means 10 by 100 into 1 lakhs. Then you got 2, then you find out how much is there. Then is paying 10,000. Then how much money is left with him? Now 90,000 is left with him. So I think if you compare, the 90,000 is not a what is called less income for that particular person. And the second person, Mr. Y, per month income is 1,000. But you take the 1,000 or 10,000. If you pay, let us example 10% tax. Tax rate is 10%. That means you can say that the tax rate remains same. Then what happened? 10 by 100 into 1,000. You can find out for that one. You can find out if 2 is there, then you find out 100 rupees there. Then means 2. Okay, that means 100 rupees. That means here you could deduct this one. That means 900 rupees left with you. Here is what is called 90,000 is there. So Mr. X having no problem, but Mr. Y suffer a lot because he declines his consumption expenditure. Are you getting my point? Once again, if you go through the regressive tax, the real burden is going to the poor people. Remember that. Here, rich no problem, but here the poor suffer a lot. How? Now Mr. X having income of 1 lakh rupees, if you pay 10%, then how much money is spent? Not 10,000. Okay? And how much money is happening, how much money is left? 90,000. Actually he can run his family, no problems there. So for us, Mr. Y is concerned, Y's income is 1,000, but if you pay 10% as a tax, then how much will you pay? 100. How much money is left? 900. The students, you know that. That means that person, Mr. Y, will decline the consumption expenditure. So here what happened? Now in case of progressive, that real burden is going to the rich, and in case of regressive, the real burden is going to the poor people. Okay? Then come next one. It's called value added tax. 51 are discussing value added. Now otherwise known as value added tax or VAT. Value added tax, otherwise known as VAT. What is the meaning of this one? Now what the value added tax? Now each and every stage of production of tax is imposed. Once again, value added tax are those tax each and every stage of production the tax is imposed, that tax is known as value added tax. Once again, each and every stage of production, each and every stage of production tax is imposed. Okay, each and every stage. For example, that we want a bread, means wheat is produced, tax imposed, from wheat to flour, tax imposed. After that, you find out flour to bread, tax is imposed. Bread is coming to the market, tax is imposed. And when you sell that one, the tax is imposed. That means, what is the meaning of value added tax? Now, each and every stage of production, the tax has been imposed. Next is known as specific tax. Specific tax. What is the meaning of specific tax? Now, according to size, unit, and price, tax is imposed. Are you getting? According to the size or unit or price, the tax is imposed. That tax is known as specific tax. For example, you think about that AC and the fan. So you want to purchase that AC, one person want to purchase what is called fan, and another person for that AC. That means the tax rate remains same. Here, the tax rate is not same. Okay, the AC is paying more tax and the fan will pay that less tax. Okay, come to next one is known as non-tax receipt. Once again, non-tax receipt. Okay. So what is the meaning of non-tax? Now, non-tax receipt are those receipts which is other than the taxes. Non-tax receipt are those receipts which are collected other than taxes. Okay. So what are these? One is called fees. Suppose, for example, number of examples are there. One is called fees, fine, and a penalty, or you can find out a cheat, or you can find out what is called a special assessment are the examples. Okay. So far as a fee is compulsory. Suppose you want to get the service, then what you do now, you should pay the fees. For example, land register fee. Okay. Then after that come to fee, fine and penalty. When you violate the rules and regulations by you break down the first ones, once again, fee, it is a compulsory one. And fine and penalty, when you break down the rules and regulation, you should pay that fine and penalty to the government. After that, SC. Okay, dear students, already the important one. What is the meaning of this one? Now, if Mr. X is there, after the death of Mr. X, once again, Mr. X is the person, what is called organization, whatever may be. And after the death of Mr. X, no legal heir is there. After that, it is called the super the property of X is concerned. Then what happened? After that, that is going to the government. Once again, Mr. X is a person. After the death of Mr. X, no one is there taking care of that property of Mr. X. So that means no legal heir is there. So that property is going to the government. This is called a special assessment. What is the meaning of this one? Special assessment. Now here, why the value of your property has been increased? Now due to the developmental activities taken care by the government. Once again, why the value of your asset has been increased? Now due to the developmental activities of the government. Okay? Once again, for example, the students, if you understand, let us example it is a national highway, and here one chalk is there, and your property is here. This is called your asset. Okay? And after that, that NHA passing this way, and after that, there is another chalk is there. This is the road going this way. Okay? Then what happened? Government has decided at the time, what is the value of your asset? Now only 2 lakhs rupees. 2 lakh rupees. And the government had decided why the people are moving this way. Then government made one bypass here. The students, you tell me this is called a bypass. You tell me the value of your property has been increased or not? Yes, definitely the property value will increase. Why the property value has been increased? Now because developmental work done by the government, so the value of your property has been increased. Okay, that is called special assessment. So after that you can find out but other examples are there like gifts or you can find a donation. All are the example of non-tax receipt. Okay. Once again, I taught to you the tax receipt and another non-tax receipt. After that, I enter into that what are the component of a capital receipt. Right. So discuss about capital receipts. Capital receipts. Just was capital receipts are three components. One is called the dividend. One is called a recovery of a loan, and last is called borrowing and other liabilities. Okay. So next one, the first two is known as non-debt capital receipts. And that the third one is that borrowing and other liabilities is known as debt creating capital receipts. Okay. Here, what is the meaning of dividends? And the profit is distributed among the shareholders or recovery of loan that is the central government has given the loan to the state government, and the state government will repay that money to the central government at that time. That asset value of the government has been declined. And borrowing means government can borrow from the rest of the world or from some other that is create the liability of the government. Okay. Then come to next one. Developmental expenditure and non-developmental expenditure. Once again, what we are discussing? Developmental expenditure and non-developmental expenditure. Okay. Which expenditure is known as a developmental expenditure and which expenditure is known as non-developmental? Yes, students, if the expenses are, once again, what is the developmental expenditure? If the expenditure is related with the growth and the development of the country. Once again, the expenditure which is related with growth and development of the country. For example, agriculture, industry, health, education, power, etc. Okay? Once again, which expenditure, development expenditure, now which is related with the growth and development of the country. What is non-developmental? Not related. Not related with growth and development of the country. Okay? Example like your what is you can say that salary, pension, etc. Okay? So these are known as what is called not related to the growth and development of the country. Okay, dear students? Then next one. Plan expenditure and non-plan expenditure. Plan expenditure and non-plan expenditure. What is the plan and what is the non-plan? Plan expenditure are those expenditure which is in accordance with the planning objective of the central government. Once again, plan expenditure are those expenditure which is related with the planning objective of the central government. That expenditure is known as plan expenditure. Once again, I will write for you plan expenditure. According to the planning objectives of the government. Once again, plan expenditure those expenditure which is according to the planning objective of the government. For example, education, health, agriculture, power, industry, etc. That is known as a plan expenditure. What is the non-plan? Not according to the planning objective of central government. Okay, once again, what is the meaning of non-plan expenditure? It is not a related thing, not according to the planning objective of a central government. That means the central government made that plan, but expenses are there, like expenditure by government for natural calamity. Okay, the students are getting? Okay, once again, one is called plan expenditure, another is called non-plan expenditure. According to the planning objective of the government, education, health, agriculture. That means the government of India in the budgetary policy, government made that plan. But here, that is not according to the planning objective of the central government. Okay, so in the next video, we will discuss about that what is called a deficit budget. Okay, thanks a lot to you.